though. I'm getting my physique back, which is really good. Very exciting. I'm not doing a damn thing about it. I'm literally laying around all day and working on my phone the way that I have for the past 5 years and doing a great job. And my body is just by nature going back to a place of health. And my shoulders are coming back in. I'm losing my belly. Probably has a lot to do with my stress going down, is my guess. Is as my stress levels increase, that I am getting my body back. Did I say increase? Decrease. Thank you, Caitlin. Caitlin is here to make sure that I can think. So, yeah, she's great. She does all my thinking for me. All of it. Do you like that? Does it bother you? I'm listening. Oh, she blinks all day long. She blinks all day long. Do you blink? Or are you too busy staring at me? Or do you get a chance to blink every now and again? Beautiful Caitlin, hello. Nope. Nope. No access. No access. She's hidden. She's a hidden gem. You treated her way too poorly. You guys will never see her again, so long as she can help it. That's going to change in the future because, you know, we're going to be famous. And so paparazzi is a thing. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Don't blame you. Yeah. Well, a lot of other people do. I'm glad you don't. When you have people treating like trash, it does become hard not to just engage with it and say screw it. Like, I'm not like that at all. But I seriously am coming to a place where I don't care if people think I'm a degenerate. It does bother me to a degree, but really, I'm not one. And all I want to say is screw you for, you know, but does it really bother? It doesn't really bother me all that much. And I think I've been ashamed. I think I've been ashamed of it. And that's why I pushed it off so much. Is that I am a good guy and I cared more about that people thought I was one so I was like being one. And now I'm caring less about it. And so I'm not being one. I'm being a pretty decent guy. Now I still want to be as responsible as I can when I talk to other people, but I have to find a balance. I have to find a balance where I be myself and I still talk to others. And, you know, like I'm engaging with the most uptight people on the internet. And then, you know, people who literally think anal is a bad thing. And I'm just like, okay, well, this is my audience. This is who I'm trying to please when I'm not even that guy anymore. I'm a guy who's comfortable with myself, comfortable with my body, comfortable with my relationship, comfortable with my life. And I keep my business to myself for the most part now. But like, it's amazing to be on the side of where people would think I'm a degenerate, like the average judgmental people. And then I'm not one, because growing up my whole life, I thought people like me were degenerates. And now I am this person. And I'm like, wow, I'm actually a better person than I was back then. And usually most people are, because most people that are so uptight, they just have whatever their deal is. Now, when you have someone who has their morality and their way of thinking, like I said, I have like a mixed bag. The way that I think about life is kind of a mixed bag. And I've been trying to figure out how to portray that on social media. And I haven't done a great job of that. I don't know how to do it yet. But I'm just myself. And I wouldn't say that when people have their way of life, that makes them uptight. Uptight is anyone who is just like, your way of life sucks, or you can't do that. Or, I mean, that's my standpoint. Well, guess what? You can't come back. And I find that funny. All right. Bye. And I get to just block when I want to. That's fun. I always go against the grain. I don't join bandwagons. I picked up on that too. No, I'm not. No, you're not. Because we can go in cycles, guys. We can go back and forth. We can go in circles and circles, and you can keep telling me I'm crazy. And I'll just tell you that I've officially brought this persona to social media, and I leave it out of my real life. And you're never going to know. I could tell you, but you're never gonna know. You're gonna need paparazzi for that. Good to hear. Thank you, Pup7. I appreciate that. Hi, Bianca. How are you? Thanks for coming back. You have to learn to be yourself and don't worry about a bunch of strangers. Yeah, I don't worry too much about them. I'm concerned for them. And that concern is real. It's definitely overpowered my personality, though, and I haven't been myself. Luby Pop, welcome on. My head hurts. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. What happened? Trump for prison, Trump for prison 2020. Just wear a mask, please. Looking good, Jimmy. I need to start doing star jumps. They work. They really work, man. They do. Great blocks. Thank you. I build a house with my blocks in a corner because I'm a child. I'm literally in a corner right now. Check it out. It's my little corner. Who says you can't put baby in a corner? I put myself here. Anyway. Okay. Kelly Trini, welcome on, Kelly. Bianca's hanging out. Lippy Lou, welcome on. Delana, Uber Lisa, Brenda, Murray Stone, Ryan Oden, Pennywise, Amy. We have me. She's a new one. Maggie May, Red Princess, Queen of Hell, Alan Brown, and Elle, and 27 other people. Welcome to the party. I am considering, hiya, Lego blocks. That's right. Oh my God. Who loves Legos? I love Legos. I am considering, but I'm afraid I really don't want to end up institutionalized over a joke and a troll. But I am considering changing my username or like my bio to King of the Damned. My sister thinks I'm the Antichrist. People on the internet quite literally think I'm the Antichrist. I'm not, and that's completely insane. But I can handle the craziest people in the world better than anyone else. I'm thinking of running with it. I just don't know what that's going to do for my public image. It's not like it can get much worse. I think it's possible that labeling myself as King of the Damned may actually increase my ability to collaborate with others. What do we think? Love Legos. Oh my God, yes. Step on a Lego, you won't like them anymore. All right, I like the name, to be honest. Yes, you do. I like it. You can't get rid of me. Okay, cool. Is that, did I try to get rid of you? Did that happen? It's just, I am a good guy. And I mean, I guess by all technicalities, I'm a Christian. But then I'm sounding nuts without being nuts. And I'm trying to figure out that how do we reverse engineer this here? How do I understand how I've gone from being nuts to just sounding even more nuts? How does that happen? I feel like some of you know how. I'm learning to trust the process and not get so involved with the details. I don't need to know them near as much as I used to. Just say it's a spinoff, Queen of the Damned. Yeah, there you go. Just tell my sister to put Queen of the Damned in her bio. And then my mom can have a poop on the floor. I'm crazy. I'm crazy. I'm on Periscope. I don't think many people are all that crazy. I think a lot of people have their issues, just like I do. I think we all have our issues. Is that an ego-stroking, brown-nosing comment? By all technicalities, it is. But by the convenience of facts, it's also true. Maybe you should try getting blocked. Starting a fitness plan? Yes, it is called let everyone else just. Why is it that in real life I'm so articulated, but oh my God, I still struggle with you guys. No wonder you think I'm dumb. My fitness plan is anybody who can make a better joke than I can, up for the task. I don't have a fitness plan. I'm not doing anything physical. No. Oh, wait, grow our own food. I may be interested in that. I don't know you, but I will follow you. if you're broadcasting. I'll take a look. I would like to grow my own food, but I don't know you yet, so we'll have to start somewhere else. You should make Kate work out for you. Now, I'll tell you what, if that was one that could work, maybe we take that angle. We haven't figured that out yet. I mean, you never know with enough organic lamb and a couple of prunes. You never know. Never know. How to get a physique. Be born biologically invincible. Be born James Soroka. And then do nothing. And you will be the epitome of other people's anger. And then you'll make money just sitting and doing nothing because your biology is amazing. And they're just pissed that you're not doing anything. I want to do things, but people literally won't let me. And I do mean that. I mean, like, literally, people won't let me do anything. It's like, you're amazing. You must sit. You must sit in front of us. You are so fascinating. Okay. I'll make enough money. I'll hire a giant bodyguard and I'll bring him to the gym with me. And that'll be it. What's up, Dan Sauter? I don't know who Dan Sauter is. My name is James Soroka, but I don't know you. The problem is people want to police others' lives except their own. And I've been there. I've been guilty of it. I've been guilty of it. Policing other people's lives. Yeah. Not a great move. Not a great move. Well, I can't come watch you right now. Come watch you another day. Or after this. But I'm glad you're broadcasting. I can, but I don't want to offend anyone. For what? Well, here's what I've learned. People have no problem offending me. So I'm doing my best to be as non-offensive as possible, but at the same time, like, just be myself. I could repeat this all day, but oh my God, no, you freak. Jesus. Why are middle-aged men obsessed with me? I'm a 25-year-old man. I'm a 25-year-old heterosexual married male. I like your new account. Welcome on. Is there a particular reason? Are you Asian? Is there a particular reason why every account you come in with is Asian? Or Oriental? I don't know. I'm not racist. I'm just ignorant. There is a difference sometimes. Making a better joke. I'm lagging badly. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, make a better joke. You're cool. Well, you're not supposed to be in here then. You're not married. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you hiding under my bed? Like, what? Where did you come out with this divine wisdom? I need to learn about your oracle ways. You're so impressive. How does it feel to be that? Pretty good as of present. Ryan, what's up? Bridge lover, how's it going? Mr. Troll. Nah, I'm married. Cool. Well, I'm shirtless, and you're married, so I'm just messing with you. Anyway. Oh, man. Some might say that I take a couple of risks just too much. And, I'm hoping that I'm taking a little less risk. And I'm hoping that this is a little more responsible the way that I'm doing things now. How was dinner? It was really good. Thank you. I had chili and tuna. It was great. So what's going on in your life? What's going on in your lives? Because this is actually an extra broadcast. I'm not even technically supposed to be broadcasting right now, but I am in a really good mood. And so I wanted to hang out with you more. And Twitter is also like killing my feed. It's like literally nothing to look at. So I'll come talk to you guys. And I'm too lazy for YouTube right now. How was dinner? You know that. I'm married. Oh, the brief times we've DM'd. Don't remember ya. You can take insult or realize that I am a busy man. Too busy to be productive. Don't let it hurt your feelings. That's good to hear. Yeah. Interesting combination of food. Try it. I'm telling you, I put chili and tuna together, and it was very tasty. Very, very tasty. And it was just canned tuna and a bag of chili. It's really good. I'm just home from work. I messaged you yesterday. Oh, yeah, you're looking for friends. Got it. You're a nice woman. Thank you for being nice to me. What did you have to eat, says Pub? Yeah, that's what I had. Heading home from work, there are fires again. Where are you at in California? I'm a furniture. Furniture. Do people sit on you? Is that a thing? Sitting around the house, weather sucks. Well, I've got nothing. Not offended. Cool. I have to try it. Makeup and conspiracies. If you want my conspiracy, then I guess you're going to have to get it from someone else. Bye. Bye. Try tuna, cheese, and jalapenos. Ooh. I'll have to give that a shot. By the way, guys, I am fake prideful. Most of you who know me by now probably recognize that. I'm a really humble guy, but it's like you have to be proud on social media. You have to be self-centered or people don't like you. And I just don't know how to be self-centered. I'm learning how. Oh, damn, am I learning how. But it is a long and hard lesson. I'll try it indeed. Yes, California. I'm sorry to hear about the fires. I did see the fires in my feed. Very sad. Say it the way Donald Trump says it. Very sad. I actually do care, but I have to like reserve my feelings on the internet now, apparently. What do you do for work? Nothing. This is what I do for work. Nothing. Literally nothing. That's what I get paid for. I get paid for nothing. When is the 24-hour stream? Maybe in a couple weeks or a month when I have another $1,000 phone in my hand. Probably then. Can you? Gone. Move on with your day. It's so nice. Nothing can tell you really care. Yes, I do. You can share your feelings. You find out yourself. I'm not going to sell it. I'm just going to care. And instead of selling it and inviting the emotions, I will just be open. And if anyone so chooses to share, they may. My mom said find something you like to do and get paid. Best advice. Yep, I like doing nothing. I like sitting at home and playing video games and eating steak every meal. So I'm probably going to recreate that environment or something similar. Just, without feeling like I can't leave my bedroom. So I'll get there. Exactly. True. You could grow plants. What kind of plants? I'm doing political scopes now. Oh, that's got to be fun. You said you are learning. Guys, oh, by the way, I'm very good at making faces. Don't ever get sold on the idea that I have a problem. I'm just very good. Very, very good at facial control. And I take it to weird heights because it's fun for me. I get bored quickly. You said you were learning to become self-centered. Maybe my phone lagged, but why? Oh, because it's like that seems to be the need to be big on social media is you have to be selfish. Most people who are selfless on social media don't make it. And usually people that are selfless on social media don't really make it until they've had enough selfishness to make the money to then go and be selfless. You look at Mr. Beast right now. Now he's huge. Now he's starting the charity. I did it a little backwards. The noise of a garbage disposal is horrific to my poor ears. I'm sorry to hear it. James, welcome on, Jeff. Me, thanks, James. Pretty much. Beginning and end. Simple as easy. Keep doing what makes you happy. Thank you. Karma, I don't know who you are. Do you exist? Well, that's not going to happen. As the one you cook for yourself at Waffle House. Why the hell would I cook a steak at Waffle? Who the fuck buys a steak at Waffle House? What are you, poor? No, I'm just fucking around. I love Waffle House. Waffle House steaks are actually really good. What all of you have taught me, what I have taught myself, what life has taught me, I can appreciate anything. I mean, I can appreciate anything. And that is a skill that makes me invincible. I can appreciate death. Who appreciates death? I mean, I don't chase after it, but I'm just like, this was nice. If it's over, okay. But I'm just learning to appreciate everything and take it as it comes. How do I find you on Omelet Arcade? Google me. You should be able to find it if you Google my name. Omelet Arcade, just look up my username here and you should be able to find it. Brilliant. You do what I do. Cool. I love political scopes more than drama. I mean, aren't political scopes just monetized drama? You have to be selfish, but you will also have to do something. Why? Nothing is my something. I'm breathing. I'm existing. That's something. That counts. Hey, telling me like I'm not here? I've literally stripped. Pun intended. Dad joke. You're welcome. Suck it. I have stripped my life down to nothing, where I sit and do nothing in front of you, just to show you that even doing nothing is doing something. Just to prove the haters, guess what? I am doing something. Even nothing is something. It's not possible to disacknowledge my existence. I am alive. Sorry to break it to you, but I'm a human being, and I'm alive. But aren't we all a little selfish? Yeah. I learned from a really good woman once that a little bit of selfishness can be healthy. A good amount of selfishness can be healthy. Mr. Beast has been doing charity since he started. Oh, I didn't know that. I did not know that, actually. Thank you for telling me that. Actually, Kate is great at Call of Duty. You would be surprised. This woman is like a professional. She may not be able to square up to me, but man, does she rip it. Oh, man, is she good. Karma. Oh my God. I'm officially out of these people's leagues. Karma, you are a nice woman. I want to be nice to you. You want to be nice to me? What do you say? Can we be friends? Is that possible? I no longer find you threatening. What happened to my shirt? Took it off. Stormy, welcome on. How are you? I appreciate death. I appreciate life. That's good. Laundry day. Do. It is not laundry day. Yes, was today laundry day or yesterday? Yesterday was laundry day. Yes, my clothes are drying. I have my dress shirt over there, but I decided to take it off. I want to show off my muscles. I appreciate life is good. Mr. Beast got big from giving large donations to streamers. Oh, that's cool. All right. Well, you have no idea what I'm about, and you're not going to find out. I like showing how stupid liberals are. Oh, God. Oh, my God. It is kind of funny to watch everybody siding with Trump or Biden based on their fear of America crashing. Like people that are, I kid you not, I just had a conversation with someone who is literally hiding behind Donald Trump, like bought a giant truck and put a sign in his yard just to sell someone on the idea that he's not a pedophile. And it's like mind blowing how far people will go to hide, and they don't realize they're on the internet. Like, you're on the internet. I don't know who you think you're fooling, but dropping 60 grand that you don't have on a giant truck doesn't change a damn thing. You can't change who you are overnight, and hiding doesn't work. Trust me on that. Hiding doesn't work. Jimmy, you believe people on Scope said I'm canceled. Do I believe that? It's not possible to cancel you. It's like trying to cancel me. It's not possible. Thanks for. Okay, goodbye, weirdo. Yep. Jamie, are you interested in the elections? If so, who do you think should win? I find a little bit of an interest in everything. When I look Joe Biden in the face, I see the devil. He scares me. Donald Trump, I think, is a clever person and not like the actual devil. So if I were to pick a lesser evil, I'd probably have him in for a second term. I don't think our country's going anywhere great in the next 4 years, regardless. So that would be my choice. While there's a lot of people that are fighting to get him out of office, I don't think they realize that they are trying to expedite a process that actually makes everyone lose money, including them. But they're not concerned about money. They're trying to sell themselves that they're more concerned about the issues, and they're making millions of dollars. Guys, when I make millions of dollars, I will look you in the face and I will say, this is the money I'm making. If I'm promoting something, hey, this is why I'm promoting it. I just don't do the facades because I believe that Tai Lopez was famous. Okay. I just looked at his profile today and it registered for the first time. That man has 1 million subs. He's a very awesome creator and a very smart guy. For sure. For sure. And I learned a lot from him in the 67 steps and all that. But I have been looking at, channels. Okay. Like he's made his success in other areas. But I was looking at social media successes when I was looking at people who had smaller channels anyway. And I was like learning from them. And I think that's smart to a degree. But even though I don't have a lot of followers, it has grown. My platform has grown far past that. Or at least I should say my human equity, if you can call that a thing, human equity. The amount of people that know my name, good or bad, is literally millions. And even if that's not such a great thing, as my platform continues to grow, they will follow me. And I think we all know that. So I just have to stick with it and start learning from bigger people because I'm making mistakes that people with 1 million subs would make. And I was getting confused as to why people are attacking me. It's because I don't have that million and I don't have 10 million, right? The people know my name. But that social credibility comes from the outside, I guess you'd say. And I've been choosing to let my outside just not shine because I've been really scared of who I am. And I think most of you know who I am and what I am. Thank you. And I've been embarrassed about who I am. So, as if it's my fault. Nobody gets rid of Donlad. Great. The wheels fall off this app. You threatening? I'm voting Kanye. I'm so down. Conservative values all the way. I have conservative values. I agree with them. I just live however the hell I feel. But when it comes to the values and the way that I live, I'm pretty. I don't know if you call me conservative. I don't know about that. You might call me traditional. Just not in the 200 or 300 year sense, but maybe the multi-thousand year sense. You'd consider me traditional. I'm in the middle. I give up. I'm sorry. No, that's okay. You're good. You're good. I don't pick sides. I just talk about them and then call myself tough. Where's the dope LG hat? My hair's starting to come in. I'm not nearly as embarrassed about the way my head looks. So, all 5'4", 100 pounds of me? Yo, I got a girl in my life who's 5'2", 90, and she's fucking scary. Do not mess with her. She will ruin your life on social media and get you blasted across TikTok as whatever she feels like. You got to watch out. And I'm the guy smart enough to marry the woman who dared to challenge me. I like her. She stood up to me. And she had no problem coming right back at me. Now, what you don't know is she came at me first. But guess what? Whether it's a schoolyard or otherwise, when you're both guilty, that's how it goes. Everybody gets in trouble. So Kate and I have worked it out. We're doing pretty damn good. Doing pretty good. But man, did she kick the crap out of me. I have learned so many lessons from this woman. Lessons that my family wouldn't take me seriously enough to teach me. Treat me like I was a wuss and I couldn't handle it. Well, if someone would have just kicked my butt when I was little, maybe I would have grown up. I'm very grateful for everything I've learned over the past year. I'm about America first. I am about people first, not that you asked. I'm about people first because we don't have a country without the people in it. And so you might call me a bit of a humanist, but I try to be very careful with siding with flags, even though like last week I had them in my bio. That was part of why I took them down. I was like, wait a second. I don't have enough information. And it's not, I don't want to be standing for this when I really don't know what's going on in the background and just siding with people because I feel like it. And there's nothing wrong with it. Like if you guys have it figured out, good for you. I'm saying I don't. So I just take people at face value and I try to side with people. And regardless of their agendas or whatever country they stand for, whatever person they are, is who I count on and who I invest in. If they have negative vested interests in the country I live in, probably not all that interested in working with them. So I have my limits. I love working out in a hat only. Got it. My dog Jasper has better cognitive ability than Biden. The reason Joe Biden scares me is because he confuses me. Like Barack Obama is so smart. And I don't know if Joe Biden is. I can't tell if he's smart or not. Like you look at Trump and he's not dumb. He's not dumb. But like you can tell that he's a ruffian. Like he had to go through it to get there. At least that's what I pick up on. Whereas Biden, I look at him and I'm like, did he crawl from the depths of hell? How did he, like, where did he scares me. This is not, it's not insulting to a future president. It's just like, I'm saying as a human being, he scares me. Because I can't figure him out. Jimmy, they're not getting rid of us. No, they're not. Sorry I'm late. That's okay, Bubba. Welcome on. Biden scares me too. Agreed. Yeah. Biden is evil and the Trojan horse for Harris. I don't know these things. Oh, they literally make me panic. Like I just don't even know the drama. I've been called for. Okay. Well, thank you, Sean. Welcome on. Biden got his wife and sister mixed up on stage. Oh man, that sounds like someone I know. Biden is evil. Okay. Give me some of your millions, maybe. I mean, I'm planning on making billions anyway. So, I mean, I guess I would probably spare a few here and there. But Trump uses his Grunge Buggy says, but Trump uses his political position for personal gain, and he's trying to rig the election. It's scary. Yeah. Yep. That's where things are. Yep. Thanks for pointing them out. That's where I don't know what I can do about it. I don't know. I feel like the more I get educated on politics, the less I know. I'm not saying that politics are dumb, but I'm saying when I learn about politics, I feel dumber. And not because of people or the information, just because it's like not my bag. It's definitely not my thing. It's like drama for real life. It's politics, at least from my end, is like it's all relationships. It seems like it's all relationships. And people will say it's money, but it seems like anytime money is involved with politics, it's corruption. Whereas the relationships don't seem that corrupt. They seem very organized. But like I said, I'm not a politician. I don't understand much about it. Democrats are rigging the votes. Okay. A freak. Okay. I've worked the election since I was 16. He's lying about the safety of voting absentee. Are you sure it didn't change? Did maybe it change? Like I said, I don't know these things, but I'm willing to question them because oftentimes I do meet people who will say, because they have tenure, that they have the answer. And sometimes we get unlearned and things may change and we don't keep up. Asking British politicians to move Britain open Trump resorts. For one. Man knows how to make money. Gotta give it to him there. Scammer or not a scammer. I just don't know how the hell he does it. And he looks people right in the face and they believe him too. It's crazy. We are in trouble if Biden wins. Ooh, this kid's playing Modern Warfare. I'm in Michigan. That's false, dear. Oh, I don't know. Thank you for telling me. I'm not challenging you on it. I'm challenging the information. Thanks for letting me know. After the election, I know I had a little bit of doubt with you, okay? It's human. After the election is over, the stock market will crash. And then what? I'm sorry if this comes across as rude, but where is your arm? I'm a comfortable man and I'm not doing anything weird, I swear. I'm a typical dude. Okay, I grew up in a house where the guys in the house were sitting there with their hands in their pants as they watch TV. Like that's just what you do. There's nothing sexual about it, period. But now it's on my leg. You hear it? My leg. Anyway, women teach us more than we know. They do. Oh my gosh. But they think we're so dumb. That's what upsets me. Like, I'm mature enough to know that women are smart. But what bothers me is a woman who thinks that men are dumb and not just different. Like, we're different. We're not dumb. Well, some of us, okay? Some of us. I'm speaking for myself for the most part. I won't speak for you. But I'm not all that dumb as a guy. I'm pretty darn emotionally intuitive for a man. Women value that very much. Not doing this in his broadcast, how Michigan voting works. I don't. Oh my God. Now you're just. Oh my God. The ego trip. Where is his arm? Right here. And the other one's holding the phone. I only have two. You're right to be scared. Is small ones are squirrely and will climb you like a tree. That they do. That they do. Yeah, I am scared of my own country right now. I am. I do want out. I will tell you, if I had no debt and $4.5 grand, I would probably be on a plane right now. So we'd probably get work in another country. Like yeah, me getting a 9 to 5 just to get the hell out of here because this is getting scary. But Biden needs a caregiver. Oh my God. Biden's a puppet, that's why. Guys, I bet there's so much you could teach me about this stuff. So much. That's a lot of screenshots. Yeah. Yep. It's a thing. Biden has the onset of dementia. Ooh. Hey, what better liar than someone who can't remember they lied? Biden does have a caregiver. If you had to choose a last meal, what would it be? Justice. I am the Batman. My last meal, maybe escargot, oysters. Something like that. Not true. Fake news. Okay. The Democrats want all mail-in votes so they can send ballots to dead people and pets. Where are you guys finding this information? My God, you guys literally know everything. Organized corruption, you hit it on the nail. Well, what do you think they tried to suck me into? And people are saying I'm making it up. No, people are literally trying to suck me into their agendas. They might have been poor, I don't know, but that's what they were doing. Thank you for teaching me while I'm poor what that looks like. Now as I grow, I'm not going to be like, yeah, best friend Biden. Oh, wait, I'm going to be killed if I don't do this? Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Like, now I can just be careful. This is scary stuff. Why is this real? Why is this real? Why is this real? Like, can we just not? Let's just backtrack in humanity to before we decided that whatever's going on has to go on. It's insanity. I'm registered to vote absentee, and I will vote in person. I do not trust the mail. Michigan is a mess. Oh boy. Yes, Trump has a gift. The outside of the envelope shows who's Republican and Democrat. Scary. What? Postal workers can throw away if they don't agree. Mike says, from the outside looking in, all your country politics, I would love to have Trump running my country. A lot of people would. A lot of people would. People don't know how good we have it. It is, I will say that I'm saying the state of affairs in our country is scary for me. Not necessarily our presidential situation. But yeah, the state of affairs in our country right now is a little spooky for me personally. Even though it's in a place of favor for my wife and I here, but no matter what, guys, we're in a good position. Okay, we're in media and we're by all technicalities Republicans. So I mean, we're safe on either end. But it's just not, we don't identify as Republican, but you get the point. And we're not wishy-washy. We're just very individual people, which is what our country is trying to create, right? This individualism. So we fit in. First time I've ever fit in. What's up, Miles? Trump doesn't get a salary for being president. I heard he donates it. Is that true? Jayhawk says, had a Baconator after you mentioned Wendy's on your last scope. Good for you. My God, are they tasty. Good, man. What I will also say is that I was about to order Domino's. I was about to order Domino's with Kate's money. And I decided not to. I was very proud of myself. I just asked Kate, can you please make me, Kate, is this, okay, this joking around, like, is this, because you gave me permission, but we didn't set the boundaries on how far I could take the jokes. Am I okay right now? Am I in the safe zone? Okay, thank you. Yeah, so I had Kate, she made me up some chili with tuna in it. So I'm very grateful for that. It's pretty good. And I actually feel a lot better about myself because the tuna and the chili were free. And the Domino's would have cost us money that is better going to bills and debt. So very proud of that. Don't think I'm patting myself on the back for making normal decisions. I'm not patting myself on the back. I have been to a really bad place and I'm coming back. And so I'm like, good. I'm not giving myself extra credit for just doing the normal thing. I'm just proud of myself for doing the right thing. That's a start. So I will be impressed with, I'm not impressed with myself. I will be impressed with myself when I'm paying for my own Domino's because it's something I haven't done with internet money in a very long time. So not just yet. Purple Llama, how's it going? I'm on the Trump train. Ooh, is there gold? Biden will crumble during the debates. Oh boy, console or PC? I want to learn PC. I would like to learn. Am I following you? You're very, very nice to me. Okay, is there anyone else that is, I'm just going to start following people. That's fine. PC, I want to learn PC. PS4 is what I know. PS4 is like part of my bloodline. It's like freaking I'm tied into PC or into a console for PS4. I was PS4. But I'd like to learn how to do PC because the smartest people I've ever met do PC. And I would like to get, and Reddit, they do PC and Reddit. And I want to start getting more involved with the people who really understand technology. I have definitely been waning from that and I've been a little lazy about it. So I'm going to do an even greater, smarter, lazy thing. And I'm going to get into PC gaming and Reddit so other people can just give me the information for free. I don't have to work for it. I am playing around. Trump will dominate Biden. Guys, for me, what I do in my life, I do a little bit of both. In case you're wondering, I do a little bit of my own work. I do a little bit of letting other people tell me what's going on. I try to keep a balance of that. I did lose that balance for quite a while. I did. People didn't see how depressed, unmotivated, and scared I was because I had been manipulated and like whatever. Screw it. It's over. But people were doubting my integrity because they saw me lose my motivation. And that's unfortunate. They're not always tied together. Your wife is very quiet. That's because you're around. When the camera's off now, I don't get a minute to myself. We both talk nonstop. We interrupt each other pretty much all day. It's not fun. I'm learning to shut up because I just want to hear her. I mostly talk at this point in real life out of embarrassment, like to our neighbors, and embarrassment out of just the issues that I'm still working through. Like I am waking up to some of the choices I've made, and I am very embarrassed. And it's like they're all over the internet with millions of views, you know? So I'm a little embarrassed, but I'm working through it. Trump donates his salary. Only POTUS to not get payment. Yeah. Trump donates the $400K salary to charity. Trump has his own money. Yeah. 178 times the presidential salary playing golf. Is that supposed to bother me? That's a real question, though. Is that supposed to bother me? I'm sorry for asking in a snarky tone. Yeah, you should probably report that. Definitely report that. I know I know. Definitely report that. Thank you. While people say that they're in the poor girl's corner, paid for by the American taxpayers. Okay. Thanks for letting me know. Biden thinks the moon is bad for us. Should we be worried? You're just trolling me. PC is the only way to game. Oh my God, I wish I had been on this side so long ago. I had a guy in my life, a friend, who was a fucking amazing dude. And he introduced me to, PC as it stands and like the old school crap, the old school everything. Also Android, the value of Android. If it weren't for him, I probably wouldn't be operating on two crappy phones right now successfully, with the minimal that I can get done with this. I was very defiant. I was iPhone. Android's not even allowed to exist. No. And I've learned the ins and outs of it, and I'm proud of that. And it was his belligerence that I was like, all right, fine, give it a try. Proud, glad I did. I will still get an iPhone because they are much better for editing and stuff like that, and for video creation. But if I'm going to game, I'd probably want to game on an Android. I'd love to see Kamala Harris debate Pence. She would take his lunch money from him. Angie says, I don't think Trump is as bad as the mainstream media portrays him to be. No, and that, oh my God, poor Melania. Is that Melania? What's her name? It's Melania, right? His wife. Hashtag divorce Trump. Guys, I don't get screenshot all you want. I don't care political or not. That's not, we know what that's like. That is not cool. Like at this point that they're trying to attack their personal marriage to win. Create pressure within their marriage on a mass scale and then say that they're the good guys. Nobody's a winner here. I'm sorry, but I see all losers that are willing to do really scummy stuff to each other. I'm not on board for that. And it makes me very disappointed in our country right now and the people in it. Liz says, agreed, we are an Xbox household, but we are starting to get more into PC. It should definitely bother you. It's a fact. Facts don't usually bother me. Just what are done with facts is what bothers me if they're used poorly. PC is the only way, but the cost will be more for the experience. I hear the experience on PC is much better. Okay, that's just inappropriate. Jay says, Jim, do you support what is white nationalism? I'm assuming it has to do with race, so more than likely not. Jimmy, can we get a Trump 2020? No. Liz says, yeah, just like when Trump's brother died. They hashtag wrong Trump. That's wrong. So wrong. That one I didn't look too much into. When I did see it was trending, when I saw it was trending that Donald Trump's brother died, and even like they said, you could see the way that it was posted. Donald Trump's brother is ill of something something. Like they say it in such a way to, like, hey, Donald Trump's brother might have COVID. Anything to get you interested. And then the next piece of it is Donald Trump's brother dies, and this is why Donald Trump sucks. And I'm just like, okay, moving on with my day. They could say that about anybody, okay? I've had enough negativity for a lifetime, regardless of who it is or what's going on. Am I on Twitch? Not currently. David says, if you want to hear great women speak, Google Michelle Obama's speech from last night. Great speech. Okay. Mainstream media is nauseating. It is. Guys, if you have anyone you recommend that I follow on Twitter, please send it to me. I have DMs on Twitter. They should be open. So for following each other, or if we're not, I don't know. But send me anyone that you recommend I follow on Twitter, whether it's political or not. I'm always looking for people to follow. So I love Twitter. I'll tell you what, it's so funny. I started off on Twitter and I was so opposed to it for the most part. I was always scared of Twitter growing up because I saw all these quotes and everything, and I saw like I'm gonna sound like I'm like 40 in my 12-year-old body. But when I was 12 and 13 and 14, is I saw these quotes on Twitter, and I knew that these quotes were like I knew this at 12 and 14 years old that these quotes were emotionally manipulative to the children that were reading it, and they were kids next to me. I had a girlfriend at the time. When I was like 16, I had a girlfriend, and I was warning her, like I was terrified of Twitter, and I was telling her like, hey, and it's not Twitter, right? It's not Twitter's fault, whoever's posting on it, but I was so terrified of Twitter when I was a kid, and now I've practically fallen in love with it. Twitter has become a lot of fun for me, and there's no brown nosing needed. I've legitimately found value in it, and I'm really happy about that because that symbiosis is something I was always seeking out. I wanted to like Twitter. I wanted to like Periscope and Twitter, and I loved you guys, but I was struggling with the platform and understanding the value of that transparency, and I've gotten better with being myself. And so I think that's part of why I'm getting better with Twitter. This is a watershed moment in American history. Voting now is more important than ever. Okay. Nick Fuentes. Are you the person that's been finding me who found me through Nick Fuentes videos or was finding me? Because I'm getting traffic from Nick Fuentes on YouTube. And I was wondering, how am I even getting traffic from him? Pub says, stay off the news. It's depressing. No positivity. That's the truth. Will you be streaming if you get, 100%. Yes. Guys, once I get a legitimate phone again, I will definitely be gaming. Right now I'm doing Brawl Stars, and I'm putting videos on YouTube for Brawl Stars, which is just a simple game that I can get to run, and I can record it. But yeah, once I get a PC or a better phone, I'll be right back to Call of Duty gaming for sure. So, and I'm willing to try other games too. But for now, I'm restricted. You're stuck with nothing. So on that awesome note, this was actually a really cool conversation. This was for me like a civil conversation about politics. I actually really enjoyed this. So thank you everybody for being rational and supportive. YouTube gaming. Twitch, I don't have anything against Twitch, but I have trouble with the interface, and I'm just like, eh. So maybe later. But for now, I'll probably start with YouTube gaming or Omelette or something else. Is it from brands trying to sell their products? No, this was years and years ago. I don't know. I didn't know about clickbaiting. I didn't know about, links in the bio. I just saw the tweets, saw the quotes. I don't know. Yeah, great conversation for sure. I love COD. Sweet. Is your arm getting sore? You're funny. I enjoy Twitch. Oh, you're talking about this arm, hopefully. No. Remember, I used to hold it for hours on end. I'm good. I enjoy Twitch, but they are censoring too much lately. Well, they're owned by Amazon. So I'm going to dip. I like to say that. It was great talking with everyone. Thank you so much for coming in. If I have not given you a follow yet, let me actually follow some of you back before I go. And that's that. Good. Good conversation about politics, intelligent and peaceful interactions in here. It was nice. More than likely, there's a million people making fun of me somewhere else, but I actually have no issues with it. If there's 43 people in here, even if they don't take me seriously, I'm in a good mood, and I appreciate you guys at least letting me be there, even if you don't take me seriously. It means a lot to me just to let me be. Just let me be. Thanks a lot. It does mean a lot. Glad you're feeling better. Thank you. You too, Don Lod. You too. Have a good day. We'll see you, funny guy. Take it easy. Stay where your base is. Thanks.